What is up, guys? It is Chubby Muffin back again with another video, and today we have a review over the Black River square rail. This rail is I think, let me get my ruler real quick. Teresa, where's this ruler? Teresa! Teresa! Where the hell is my ruler? My yellow one.
It's probably in the top drawer of that black.
It's not. Wait, which one? There it is. I found it. This thing is 11 inches long, which is pretty nice. It's not a foot, so it's not like extremely long, but it's not 10, so it's not like, you know, it's pretty good size. I like it that it's longer than most rails that you're gonna find, and it is off the surface. It's approximately 2.5 inches off the surface, so it's a little higher than most rails, but you can still flick up to it pretty easily and do tricks and whatnot. The foot is about 2.5 inches across as well, so that's still nice. I think it is welded together, but it is done very, very well, so that it's very hard to notice that it's even welded. So you can see down there, there's tiny, tiny little welding marks. And it's overall very, very clean. The finishing on this is super, super nice. Like the stuff that they polished it with is extremely, extremely nice. Like the highest quality of rail that you're going to find is going to be a Black River rail. And they made sure to sand down the corners so that you don't cut yourself when you're trying to do tricks and whatnot on top of there, although these corners are still pretty sharp. So just be wary of that. It does come with included non-sliders, which is really nice, so I don't have to cut my own and possibly screw it up. And yeah, the build quality of this thing is just so perfect. These support poles are perfectly straight. This is perfectly level. There's no offset balance anywhere. Everything's very, very, very sturdy and nice. And it feels like it's got a lot of durability to it. Like you can see, you move this around, it's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere, right? This is very, very, very sturdy. Another thing that I really love about this rail is that it is 100% solid throughout. So the rails that I make at my hardware shops, they only sell these hollow dowels, and this is made of stainless steel, so this does rust eventually. It's not aluminum, and it doesn't have any kind of coating on it to prevent rust, so it does rust eventually. You can see on the support bar right here, it's a little bit corroded with rust, so that's the only downside of this. And another thing I don't like about the rails that I make, well, I like the rails I make, it's just that they're not like Black River quality, is it doesn't make a sound when you go on it. So you'll hear the initial tink, you know, you can hear that metal against metal with the truck and stuff. But on this one, when you go on top of it, first of all, it's very, very smooth. Like, smooth all the way around, 100%. Super, super smooth. And you can hear that ting, okay? Because it's solid, it makes that ting that resonates throughout. So I don't know, I like sounds in fingerboarding. I'm all about sounds. I'm all about the squeak of your wheels and the ting of your rail. So I really like that about the Black River rail. And only one downside that I found with this rail. So when you're going to do blunt tricks and things like on the side of a rail, with mine, I made my support beams pretty wide, and I made it a lower rail so that when I'm doing like these kind of tricks, it'll shift a little bit because if my non-sliders are not nice, but it won't tip over. So if I go on the side of the rail, if I'm doing like a hurricane, yeah, if I'm doing like something on the side of a rail where I'm actually coming on the side like that, it's not gonna tip over. Like I can put as much pressure as I want, it's not gonna tip over. But on this one, cause it's a little bit higher and the support beams are a little bit lower, if I were to do like a hurricane or something and I'd come on the side, there is that possibility for it to tip over if you put too much pressure on it. If you ride it out like kind of like a normal thing, I can even land this normally, but when you do like a blunt sometimes, you see it'll tip over. And I like to do blunt tricks a lot, so these are kind of some of my favorite stuff. So you gotta go light on it or it's gonna tip over. So overall, it's just a very, very sturdy, clean looking rail. You can use it on basically anything. You could prop it against a book or something, or make it like a down rail. I have this huge literature book, so I can just put this right there, and I already got a fun box, you know? I can just do a little tray flip on here and, you know, come down the rail. It's perfect for putting it up against any kind of box because it doesn't shift around. It's a very, very sturdy, long rail. There's a lot of surface area to do whatever you want. So you can come around and do multiple tricks if you'd like. So if I were to just, I'd come off like, let's say if I were to go like with a Smith, then I could pop it into like a nose and then do like a flick off or something. There's a lot of real estate to work with, which is what you always want with rails and whatnot, is that there's going to be a lot of area to do whatever you want. So if you flick really hard, you'll still have time to catch it at the end instead of, possibly only barely catching it if you flick really hard. So there's a lot of area to do a lot of things, and that's what I like a lot about this thing, and not only the tink as well. So it's just a very solid rail. Let's see how wide across it is. I forgot to measure that. It is about a ½ inch across, and the ones that I make are about a little bit more. So the ½ inch is pretty nice as well. So you're easily able to lock in on any part of your truck, because the truck's usually about 32 millimeters, which is a little over an inch. So you have a lot of room to do whatever you want on this, and it's easy to land on this. 100% easy to land. So overall, this thing's just super, super solid, and I definitely recommend picking one up. I think these things are like 25 bucks on Black River, which isn't bad at all, because if you don't have a welding material and your hardware store doesn't sell these type of things, there's no possible way that you can make this for a cheaper price. The best way is to just pick one up on Flatface or Black River. You're getting super, super solid quality for actually decently cheap for a Black River rail. The shipping wasn't too much as well, but because I got a lot of stuff, it was a little bit higher. So I think in total you're looking at about maybe $27, $30 for this rail. Very, very, very good price for a very good obstacle. It's versatile in many different ways. So I definitely suggest you guys go pick one of these up. I'm liking it a lot compared to the one I homemade, and I'm thinking about picking up a couple different rails from Flatface because these are super, super nice. And I'm definitely going to be putting this in a granite park that I'm going to be making pretty soon. So I'm going to have the wooden park and the granite park, and yeah, this is going to just add to the whole clean feel of the entire granite park. So yeah, this thing's great. Come pick one up, guys. Thank you for watching the video today. There's going to be a couple more videos coming out very soon. I got a lot of plans for more videos, so stay tuned. Peace.